my finger is gone, so I took toe and I attached it over there, got it operated, stitching हो गया, ये हो गया. After that, sometime bandage was there, then that bandage also went, then now the finger is there. भले उसका shape structure कुछ अलग ही लग रहा है, no problem, but it is there. अभी मेरा पैर तो कोई देखेगा नहीं, when I'm teaching on the board. So definitely what I have done is I have done the grafting. I have done the grafting. The same way here I am doing it. Stock है attached. उसके ऊपर मैंने दूसरे plant का scion लगाया है. And this is done only in the case of dicots. Be careful. It is successful only in dicots. Why? Because dicot shows the presence of cambium. That is nothing but your lateral meristem. Cambium is present, and that is the reason why only the grafting is possible over there. अभी ये मैंने V shape किया था grafting. ऐसे मैं अलग अलग shape कर सकती हूँ. मैं whip shape भी कर सकती हूँ. Correct? ऐसा grafting. I can keep a big, huge tree trunk. You must have seen some malls and all that. Maybe in your own colleges. Huge tree trunks must be there. They have cut and they are using as tables or something best for you all to sit in the garden. ये इसके ऊपर मैंने ना V shape cut डाल दिया है हर जगह पे. मार्जिन के यहाँ पे मैंने V shape cut डाल दिया. ये V shape cuts में मैंने plants उगाए हैं. मैं भी अलग अलग plants लगाती हूँ मैं. इधर मैंने एक लगाया है, इधर मैंने दूसरा लगाया टाइप. whichever is successful I do not know. इधर मैंने थर्ड टाइप लगाया है, ये मैंने फोर्थ टाइप लगाया है, ये मैंने फिफ्थ टाइप लगाया है, ये मेरा सिक्स्थ टाइप है, ये सेवेंथ है, एंड दिस इज एट्थ टाइप. अभी अगर जो जनरल वे में आप देखोगे तो दिस अपीयर्स लाइक अ क्राउन व्हिच वी वेयर ऑन द हेड. करेक्ट? इट अपीयर्स लाइक अ क्राउन, फुल राउंड क्राउन, हाफ क्राउन नहीं. जो गणपति बापा को यहाँ भी जो सीरियल्स में आता है वैसा हाफ क्राउन नहीं, सी शेप का नहीं है, ये पूरा राउंड क्राउन है. करेक्ट? बिकॉज इट इज इन द स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ अ क्राउन, we call this type of grafting as crown grafting. We call it as crown grafting. All these are meant for vegetative propagation. हर जगह पे मेरे को धागा बांधना ही है ताकि वो उसके ऊपर चिपका रहे. Then only the plant is there. And all the plants which I have taken are dicot plants. Be careful. Why? Because in the case of dicot plants, we have the cambium. All these are different types of grafts. अभी इसमें ये जो नीचे वाला ट्री ट्रंक है बड़ा वाला, उसको हम लोग बोलते हैं स्टॉक. जो ऊपर छोटे छोटे अलग अलग रंग बेरंगी है उनको हम लोग बोलते हैं सियॉन या ग्राफ्ट. सियॉन और ग्राफ्ट. Agreed? So this is what is type of grafting. The same type of grafting is observed in the case of budding. What is there in budding? I have a tree trunk. This tree trunk I am giving a T-shaped cut. Correct? Into this T-shaped cut, I am introducing a bud. Into this T-shaped cut, I am introducing a bud. Maybe apical bud or maybe axillary bud. Now here the bud is called as a scion or the graft. This is nothing but the stalk, same way. The same phenomena, this is tied by means of a thread so that the bud does not fall. Correct? And this in turn will later on grow further. This in turn will later on grow further to form the new plant. This is basically done for roses because उनका consumption ज़्यादा है इसके लिए. This phenomena में you had not collected the stem, you had collected a bud, correct? And therefore you call it as budding. Otherwise it is exact copy of grafting. But here we have, since we have collected bud, we call it as budding. ठीक है, इसमें कुछ types और नहीं है. Agreed? I am just moving everywhere and revising it fast so that you can get the idea. Then we'll go for the sexual mode of reproduction. Today started with underground modifications of stem. We started with modifications of stem for vegetative propagation. One is underground, one is subaerial, and one is aerial. Underground mein you had rhizome, example ginger. The stem is growing horizontally along with the soil surface. It is thick. It shows the presence of axillary buds and the apical or lateral buds and the terminal bud. It shows the presence of scaly leaves at the internodal region. It shows the presence of adventitious roots. This particular structure is helpful for vegetative propagation, storage, as well as perennation. Perennation is nothing, sleeping or resting stage to overcome the unfavorable condition. The next one you have is stem tuber. The lower branches of the potato plant will take a turn and enter into the soil. These branches or the tips of these branches will get unusually enlarged. These enlarged structures are nothing but the potatoes. Each potato is having the scar of the stem. It shows the presence of the eyes and nodal regions. These eyes are nothing but they're the axillary buds. Each eye is capable of giving rise to a new plant. You have to cut this much and cultivate. Along with a small piece of potato, you have to cut it and cultivate it. This is capable of giving rise to a new plant. So you call it as potato, helpful for vegetative propagation. From one potato, you get many plants. Plus, it is helpful for storage. This is nowhere concerned with the perennation phenomena. Then coming to the next one, bulb. That is onion, garlic, agreed. Both of them. In turn, the onion, if you see bulb, it is slightly oval or pear shaped. It shows the presence of adventitious roots, or you can say fibrous roots also. It has a condensed stem, which mama usually takes a knife point and she removes it or discards it, which is yellowish brown in color, yellowish white in color. Next, you have the concentric circles. When you make a salad of it, you will get concentric circles. Or if you cut longitudinally, you will get in this format. So whatever the thick leaves are there over there, the thick structures which you are cutting in different shapes, that is nothing but the fleshy leaf. दो fleshy leaf के बीच में एक transparent layer आता है, that is nothing but the scaly leaves. Next, during winter season, the onions which you get are showing the foliage leaves. So all the three types of leaves of the onion are edible. And this onion is helpful for overcoming the unfavorable conditions. It is also helpful for vegetative propagation as well as storage. Coming to the next one, that is palm, Colocasia arbi. आप अरबी बोलते हो, कचालू बोलते हैं. मार्केट में जाओगे, वेजिटेबल मार्केट में, you will see brownish color, blackish brown in color rather, not a potato के जैसा brown नहीं है, ये blackish brown थोड़ा रहता है, और rather you can say brownish black, ज़्यादा brown रहता है, black कम रहता है, dark brown you can say. Amorphous, that is suran, elephant foot. Both of them are present within the soil surface. They are helpful for vegetative propagation. They are also helpful for storage of food material. You can even say that they can overcome the unfavorable condition. पर वो इतना इसका common नहीं है. Perennation इसका common नहीं है इतना. Next is subaerial modifications. In subaerial modification, you have runner. Example is grass or synodon. It is thin, slender, wiry branches running along with the soil surface. At the nodal region, it shows scaly leaves at the aerial side. At the axil of the scaly leaves, we come across the foliage leaves. Below that, within the soil, we come across tuft of roots. Again, after a particular distance, we see on the aerial side the scaly leaves. At the axil of the scaly leaves, the foliage leaves are there. On the lower surface, we see the tuft of roots or bunch of roots, adventitious ones. So this thin, slender, wiry branch is nothing but it is a runner. This is helpful for vegetative propagation. यहाँ से कट कर दो, तो एक प्लांट से मेरे को 3 प्लांट हो गए. 3 प्लांट अलग-अलग हिस्सों में लगा दो गार्डन में. You will get number of plants growing over there. So it is helpful for vegetative propagation. Storage भी नहीं, perennation भी नहीं, खाली vegetative propagation है इसका function. You have the next one, that is something pertaining to offset. This is observed in the case of your hydrophytes or aquatic plants. Example is Eichhornia, water cynthia, and one more example is that is Pistia. The leaves of these plants are in the form of a rosette. पूरा bunch जैसा flower जैसा होता है ना, वैसा leaves होता है. But the leaf is showing the petiole. The petiole is one. The petiole is one. Why? Because it shows the presence of special type of tissue called as erenchyma. Then the plant is further continued to the neighboring side or growing towards the neighboring side. Long internode it is having, but this internode is thick and spongy. Why? Because again, this internode is also having the parenchyma tissue. So this internode, which was runner in the case of grass, over here it is called as offset. Why? Because it is thick and spongy. It shows a special type of tissue called as parenchyma. This parenchyma is giving the buoyancy to the plant so that it can float in the aquatic habitat. Correct? On the lower side, within the water, it gives rise to tuft of roots. The roots at its tips are showing the root pockets. They show root pockets. Correct? So it is helpful for only vegetative propagation. Apart from this, you have done three other things in 11th standard, that is stolon, sucker, trailer, which are not there this year. So don't break your head. Stolon was for fern, sucker was for chrysanthemum, trailer was for tax. याद होएगा, धुंधला सा तो textbook खोल के एक बार देख लेना. Next, you have aerial modifications of stem. You had some aerial modifications as phylode and cladode. Sorry, phyloclade and phyloclade is doing function of photosynthesis. Cladode also doing the function of photosynthesis. Correct? We are no way concerned with that. Then you had something pertaining to stem tendril. No way concerned with that. Uska function tha climbing ke liye, support ke liye. You had something pertaining to thorn. Uska bhi function reproduction mein nahi tha. It was for protection. So we are no way concerned with it. अपने को जो काम protection का है वो aerial modification एक ही है, that is bulbil, which is observed in Dioscorea. At the axil of the leaf, we come across this structure. This structure is called as bulbil. It will get detached from the parent plant, enter into the soil or fall. Once it is mature enough, it will detach itself, it will fall on the soil and give rise to a new plant. So this bulbil is helpful only for vegetative propagation. Then you had vegetative propagation by means of leaves. We have the example as bryophyllum leaf. This bryophyllum leaf is showing the margin, which is showing notches. At each and every notch, we come across the small plantlets. These plantlets, because they are present on the top of the leaf, we call them as epiphyllus. Each notch is giving rise to a new plantlet. Correct? That is done by the creator itself. So it is helpful for vegetative propagation. On getting detached, यहाँ पत्ता ही detach हो जाएगा parent plant से, जमीन पे गिरेगा, इतने सारे अपने को plants मिल जाएगा. ये एक हो गया. That is natural one. You can do it in the case of leaves artificial phenomena. वो पत्ते को लेके, supposing notches वगैरह आपको नहीं मिलेगा, तो पत्ता ले लो, उसके छोटे pieces कर दो. These pieces put it into the soil. It is going to give rise to a new plant. But this is done by you and me. It is not done by the creator. So we call this particular process of vegetative propagation as artificial mode. Next, artificial mode of vegetative propagation is not observed in root at all. Again, in stem. In stem, we have layering, cutting, grafting, budding. Layering is what? I'm taking the plant, which is associated with the soil itself. The lower branch plant, I'm putting into the soil and bringing it upwards. Putting into the soil and bringing it upwards. But that particular end, ये जो bend आता है, वहाँ पे heavy weight, so that should not pop up. Correct? After some time, I will see the roots are arising over here. Then I can remove this, and after that, I will detach it from the parent plant. But this is associated with the ground, so I call this as ground layering. In the air, I'm doing it. What I will do is I remove the epidermal peelings along with little bit of cortex. में हड्डी तक जाएगी. Central zones, xylem and phloem core tak jayegi. So that part is becoming empty. So on that, I'm putting some soil, I'm tying a mesh or a net, and I'm regularly watering it. Xylem is not attached to the parent plant yet. After about 10-15 days, I will see the roots are popping out. Then what I will do, I'll detach it from the parent plant and cultivate in the soil. Now this is done in air. So we call it as air layering. And this phenomena of formation of cocoon-like structure in the air on the lateral branch is called as gutti. Then coming to the next one, cutting. In cutting, I am taking a stem which is approximately 10 to 12 inches in length, approximately 3 to 4 centimeters in diameter. कोई भी पतला सा कौला stem लेगी तो मेरे को नहीं चलेगा. I need a sturdy stem which can do everything of its own. Correct? Next, after bringing it home, I'm going to give a fresh cut and dip it in indole acetic acid. When I'm cultivating it, I'll cultivate not straight, but I'm cultivating in a slanting position. As I cultivate in slanting position, what happens? The surface area is increased. In 10-15 days time, I will see the formation of the roots. The plant is cultivated. This is for cutting. Then you have the next one, that is grafting. What I'm doing, a main plant is there, wild variety plant, original plant. उसको मैंने स्टॉक करके लिया है. It is associated with the soil. जो मेरे को उसके ऊपर उगाने का है, उसको मैं ग्राफ्ट या सियॉन बोलती हूँ. Correct? That graft or siyon I am putting into it. I am making a socket-like structure so that I can fit that inside. For fitting, I am adding or I am tying it also so that the tissue get associated with each other. This phenomena, when I am cutting and attaching to it, that I call it as graft. Correct? It is generally common in dicots. It is not observed in monocots. Why? Because cambium is absent over there. Dicots में it is possible because it shows the presence of cambium. अभी ये मैंने V shape कट लिया था, मैं ऐसा U shape कट ले सकती हूँ, मैं ऐसा whip like कट ले सकती हूँ, जो भी कट चाहिए आप ले सकते हो. Only thing is you have to be careful that you are joining it properly. Another one is there where there are huge tree trunks. There are huge tree trunks. Tree trunks, झाड़ तो पूरा सड़ गया, लेकिन वो ट्रंक पड़ा है थोड़ा सा नी लेंथ के जितना. That trunk को मैंने अच्छा से उसको पॉलिश वगैरह करके उसको घस के विस के अच्छा से कुछ लगना नहीं चाहिए, स्मूथ करके रखा है. Correct? And that is used as a seat in the garden area to sit over there. On this, what I will do is I am making the notches. और हर notch पे मैं plant लगा देती हूँ. So when it appears like a crown. Because this is appearing like a crown, I call it as crown grafting, and it is done in the case of dicots only. Same way, wo stalk, wo siyon, your graft, all these things are there. Everything is same, but here instead of having only one thing, I'm having many of them, all different varieties. कौन सा मेरे को अच्छा character देगा, that depends. अभी ये कोई रूल नहीं है कि भाई मेरे को इसका कैरेक्टर आएगा. अभी जो मैं प्लांट लगाई है उसका कैरेक्टर आएगा. मैंने ये रोज लगाया ऑरेंज वाला, ये मैंने पिंक रोज लगाया है, मैंने कोई ब्लू फ्लावर क्रिसेंथेमम का लगाया है, तो वही दिखेगा मेरे को. करेक्ट? सो ऑल दीज थिंग्स आई विल गेटिंग अलग अलग एक ही इसमें मिलेगा. दिस इज एक्टिंग लाइक अ पॉट, यू कैन से फॉर इट. So it is called as crown grafting. You have the last one, phenomena called as budding. In the case of budding, the tree trunk is there. To this tree trunk, I have given a T-shaped cut. In that T-shaped cut, I have introduced the bud. Maybe apical bud, maybe axillary bud, whatever it is. And then I have tied it up. After tying it up, I will see that particular bud is called as scion. I just the tree trunk पे डाला है वो stock है. After about 10-15 days time, I will see the plant is being coming up. The leaves are coming up and all such things. And this is very commonly done in the case of roses. जब ये horticulturist है ना, nursery वाले लोग, that is plant nurseries, not school nursery. Plant nursery वाले लोग ये सब करते हैं, grafting करते हैं, cutting करते हैं, budding करते हैं. They have the knowledge because they were working under somebody earlier who was a horticulturist, who knows how to do this. तो वो लोग ने ये लोग को practical knowledge दे दिया. When they are doing it, उनको theory नहीं मालूम, उनको ये भी मालूम नहीं होगा ये बड क्या है, ये क्या है, वो नहीं मालूम है कुछ भी, लेकिन उन लोगों को पता है ये उगता है ऐसा. They will not be able to tell you that because they are not lit person. They're illiterate. मेरे को मालूम है क्या है, मैंने मेरे servant को सिखाया. The person who's working along with me, she may not be knowing the names, but she knows the technique. The same way over here it is. Is it clear? So that phenomena we call it as budding. Now I'm moving it once again. So just let me know whether everything is clear, then we can go for sexual mode of reproduction. Is it clear, my dear friends?
Yes, yes. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I hope you all know the meaning of succulent now.
Yes, ma'am.
Very clear everything? No
Yes,
problem?
ma'am. Yes.
Okay. Now we are proceeding further. That is sexual mode of reproduction. You all know the parts of a typical flower? Or what is the definition of a flower? Can anyone define a flower? Anybody?
Ma'am, it is the reproductive part of the
Okay, it is a reproductive plant, part of the plant. Reproductive part of plant. What are the part typical flower? Ending of that lecture ka. So when are you going to give us next? Sanket sir?
Pellets.
Sanket sir, when are you going to give us the next lecture?
मैम आई थिंक
हम
वेडनेसडे
लोग को फटाफट देखते ताकि वो लोग को समझ में आएगा, नहीं तो ब्रेक मत में
अच्छा ठीक है मैम आई ट्राई टू कीप इट एज सून एज
में
पॉसिबल
ब्रेक मत डालो.
ठीक है आई कीप इट एज सून एज पॉसिबल
ओके ठीक है.
टुमारो डे आफ्टर
ओके
थैंक यू
ओके ठीक है, no problem. Now all the students please pay attention. Please go through this. You all must have taken the textbook. You all must have got the PDF form. Go through it. It is lesson number 1. If you come across any difficulty before we go for the sexual mode of reproduction, it should be clarified. ठीक है? Okay. Chalo.
Yeah.
All the best. Enjoy your day. Bye. See you all.